So this is the basic face.
Yes, this is the basic face for everyone in the show except for like the children who will be doing the CYT basically. So we're gonna take, this is the Ben Nye foundation. She's using it because she already had it and it matches pretty well. So I'm just gonna use my fingers to give it the sheerest application.
Can a sponge be used?
A sponge can be used, but you just want to make sure that it's very, very light. I love to use my fingers. I think it's your best tool. I apply all of my own makeup at home with my fingers. Okay, face it.
Do you recommend we take that all the way up back to the hairline?
Just as long as it blends in, you don't have to cover everything. You don't even have to go down like all of your neck if it covers, it matches.
Your ears, same thing.
It's not that intense. I'm gonna take it just a little bit on the jaw, but it's just underneath the chest.
The powder that we used up low, is that highlight? Or is it
what do you
actual?
She would prefer we put it on with a brush.
Yeah, I would prefer a brush. The next step in the process for basics is using the stick.
And this is
gonna be just to add a little bit, and this is just gonna kind of give us a little warmth in the cheeks, because you don't want to, look like you're completely dead yet. So we're gonna go kind of in the hollows of the cheeks and bring it up a little bit onto the apples, and then along the jaw.
And this product is a highlight?
This is a foundation stick.
Okay.
Like this one. And just in the hollows.
Is it the same color as your skin, or is it a shade lighter?
It is a shade darker.
Darker? Okay.
Although this one wasn't.
It was dark on mine.
Yeah. And then a little bit easier. And this is if you have the Ben Nye quad like this. We're gonna take the brown, which is pretty dry. So I'm taking the brown from the Ben Nye quad, and we're gonna kind of tap that into the hollows of the cheeks. And you can use a sponge or a brush or your fingers or whatever you're comfortable. I just like using my fingers because it's the nicest thing. And then along the jaw. And we're going to go on the temples. Just kind of where the face naturally recedes is where you want to contour.
Okay.
Because it'll recede it even more. Then we're going to go along the crease in the chin. And then like side. We're going to go right along the sides of the nose. So it's not here on the flat sides of the nose, it's down the actual bridge of the nose. And then we're gonna go in with this, which is the purple.
It's a cream-based purple. Right?
Yeah, it is a cream. It's a cream eyeshadow, but you can use it for a lot of different things. Which is why we're using it to contour. And the coolness of this will really help recede the shadows. And then we're just going to trace along where we put the brown. So in the hollows. And then we're going to take this from the corner of the nose down onto the chin and then swooping around. So we're kind of making like a Y shape.
So all the same places you put the highlight.
Pretty much, or put the brown. It's
Sorry.
it's just the layering the products gives it more of a lasting power and gives it more dimension than just the straight up brown, which is why we're using different products. And then I'm going to highlight, this is the same highlight that's in the Ben Nye Quad. It's called the Ultralight. I just have a round of it. So I'm going to take this, and I like to use a stipple brush. You can use your fingers, just fine, but for time's sake, I'm going to use this. And we're going to take it from like kind of where the halfway through the eye up to like the tail of the brow. And then when you highlight or when you contour, you have to highlight. They go together because it looks, when you recede, you need to bring something forward because it looks really weird if you don't. So we're going to go under the eye, along the jawline right here, kind of between where we did the cheek and the jaw. I'm going to go right there. And then in the center of the chin, down the nose. So it's kind of like a little skunk stripe. And then in the center of the forehead. And then, if you need to, you can go ahead and add a little bit more contour. And then we're going to set that with some powder.
Translucent powder.
Translucent powder. You can use either a loose or a pressed. I'm using a loose one. Yeah, it turns to smoke. I'm using a loose one. You can use a pressed one. Rimmel make a great pressed powder. It's like $4. It's called Stay Matte. Or you can go for something a little bit more expensive, like that you would get at Ulta or Sephora, but just something that's really light and is very translucent. So instead of swiping it on, we're going to powder by pressing it on. And you really don't need a lot. So that mats everything down. And then I'm going to go in with the setting spray, which I'll have backstage so you guys don't have to purchase this. And it works kind of like a hairspray for your face, and it gets rid of all the extra product that's sticking to the hairs on your cheeks and everything like that. And it will make it last much longer. I'm going to fill in her eyebrows a little bit. This is only if you have very fair eyebrows or if you fill them in on a daily basis and feel more comfortable with that. If you really need to learn how to fill in your eyebrows, this is probably not the time to start with the show. If you need help, just come see me.
That's nice. She has 3 or 4 during the season, so some people off.
I'm gonna take a fluffy eyeshadow brush and like a cool toned medium brown, and then we're gonna go in the crease of the eyelid. So open your eyes. So when your eyes open, right here where it creases, that's where we're gonna accentuate. And we're gonna kind of wing it up a little bit at the ends. And then really the most important thing of the eye look is defining the inside crease. So we're gonna kind of go where the brow ends to the bridge of the nose, and we're gonna go right in this hollow, and we're gonna carve that out really well. And then just bring it onto the crease of the eyelid. Like that. And then just like little back and forth motions will blend it out really well. And then again on the bridge right here.
And is that the same color that you use?
Yes, it is all the same
Okay.
color. We're only using one color of eyeshadow.
And you said that was a powder, right?
Yes, this is a powder. And I would like it to stay a powder.
Yeah.
I'm gonna switch brushes, and I'm gonna get a shorter, denser brush. And with the same color, or colors, you're gonna lift up, and you're gonna kind of go where you get discoloration, kind of like the under eye circles, the dark circles, and the eye bags. You want to go over those and make them worse. You can blink.
Thank you.
You can feel free to blink. And then if you have redness, like she has a little bit of redness underneath her lower lash line, leave it. The more sickly, yeah, honestly. Like, the more sickly, the more tired and haggard you look, the better it's gonna be. And it's not good. It's fine.
We get it.
The things I do for theater. I meant to do that.
Well, I still don't think the nose contour is enough, so I'm just gonna take the shadow and this part's completely optional, but I'm gonna take a white cream eyeshadow. This is a stick. It doesn't have to be a stick. It's
There's one in the Ken Nye too, right? You said?
yeah. You can use the highlight from the bin knife closure. And then I'm just gonna go right in the center of the mobile lid. So the part that opens and closes, I'm just gonna go right in the center of that. And then blend that out just to highlight that area a little bit. And then optional as well, you can go underneath the eyebrow. Open the area for it a little bit. And then eyeliner.
And this is a brown black?
This is a black. You can also use a brown. This one has glitter in it because I can't find anything that didn't. Get one that doesn't have glitter, guys. Okay. Now look down, and you want to go right at the root of the lashes. So very, very, very thin. You want to make it look like you're not wearing eyeliner. And you want to go about 2/3, halfway across. Can you open it? So it just kind of makes the lashes look a little bit thicker. And then instead of doing like a winged eyeliner where you would go up with it, we're going to take it down. So you're going to look up. We're just going to draw it down a little bit. And then look down and look that way. I'm going to extend it a little bit. And if it's too harsh, just pat it with your finger. Look up. So we're just drawing it down so the eyes kind of droop a little bit. Close your eyes.
So that's why my brother can go back to Bolivia.
We're talking about Bolivia again? Bolivia. Just stop at Bolivia. I got your Bolivia right here.
I believe it. I believe it.
The University of thanks. It's like my favorite number. It's low.
And then just very, very lightly on the lower lashes.
You did. I was with you.
So when you look up with that, you just really want to dot it very gently, kind of like little dashes instead of just one line to make it look a little bit more natural and very, very close to the lash line again. And you only want to go about halfway. And also, you don't really want to connect the down wing with the line underneath, just to make it look a little bit more natural. And then you put on mascara, but for the sake of time, we're not going to put on mascara. So I'm just taking a blush. This one is really pigmented, so if it's too pigmented, you want to tap it out and then tap it on the back of your hand to kind of get rid of all that. And then just gently pat it onto the apples of your cheeks. Okay. I'm just taking the lip color from the Ben Nye Quad or any natural lip and pat a little bit. We're just going to pat that on. You want it to be very, very sheer, just kind of like your lips are pigmented. Yeah. So that's the basic stage. You can tone it up, tone it down, whatever. We don't want everyone to look, exactly the same, but we want it also to look uniform. So she would look a little bit younger, and then like Roz would look a little bit older. Like people would, you just want to follow kind of like your natural face.